Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me and allowing me to continue to be your daily advocate. If you're new here or you're not subscribed for any reason, please do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button. Thank you to all of you who have been watching and following me for so long. It truly means a lot, and I'm glad that I can be this person.
We have been just ranging at this time. Something has to give in at this point, guys, because we just can't consolidate forever. So, possibly incoming volatility. But prefer jump into system financial system value only. To Rothschild this out in 2020, Gary Gensler told us in 2022, the president will have to choose a new Fed person in order to migrate to the new, faster, and modern system. XRPL perhaps? And a few days ago, ex-Ripple board member Michael Barr was nominated for Fed Vice Chair. Coincidence? Listen to this, guys.
We have been leapfrogged by others, by digital currency, by digital Chinese currency. Why? Because frankly, our central bank has been slow, and there's an appointment coming in January of 22. The president's got to decide whether to change over who's leading the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve runs our payment system. Right. And I think we need to move that Federal Reserve into the modern era.
Again, into the modern era, guys. We know where this is heading towards, right? Now, next comes from XP Productions. Breaking exclusive news. How can this not be considered huge? Now, even though this is quote-unquote, or is it satire, right? Ripple adds Federal Reserve Bank to its board of directors. Come on. Again, a few connections. This isn't crazy, huh? Next comes from Baba Cooks.
We're gonna see XRP adopted before Bitcoin. No question about it.
I mean, we stated this long time ago, guys, right? Bitcoin isn't the one. The IMF hates Bitcoin. Come on, guys, it's all there. All the proof is right there. Now, guys, there's the fun part of XRP in the XRP community. Now, this is quite interesting. They have a short suito. I am a princess, and I live upside down in an egg, right? Now, some people are talking about as above, so below, and whatnot. The XRP switch is upside down, and you have to flip it. Now, look at this perspective. I mean, pretty crazy stuff, isn't it, guys? A lot of interesting tweets. Now, Mr. Poe tweeted out this right here. New times. Sweet sorrow, and then new times, perhaps incoming, right? New times, sweet sorrow, and then a class action lawsuits. Isn't that interesting? Highlights the human toll of Florida's sugar harvest. Wow. Now, next comes from PRX, Mr. Poole. What is event 2411? We do see a smiley face right here. And as well as this, seek shelter in the event 2411. 2411, 911, because 2 plus 4 equals 6 upside down is 911. Yes, there we go, guys. Again, another warning, right, of perhaps destruction incoming, as we see right here. Can also be 422 as well, which correlates with what? You guys know. The timeline, right? Now, Foja Kasudo, new Mr. Pool, like, gone now. As we see right here. XRPUSD, you will want to see this one. Something interesting is coming. Stay tuned, right? So something is going to happen, guys, very soon. We have been seeing warnings and these cryptic messages from Mr. Pool and whatnot, and these other events that tie into that as well. Something does seem to be coming soon, guys. Now, again from Fojack, Mr. Pool, another tweet, again, the moon. Should we be excited, guys? Huh, but wait. Could mean September 10th. Don't get overly excited. As we see right here, there's many other moons. Full moons, right? All the way here. Look at that. Basically, once a month, guys, as you guys can see. Now, this is absolutely insane as well from Jack. Another moon post, right? Now, what does this correlate with? Do you guys see what I see? Look at that. 822. Right? We talked about August a lot. We have been talking about it a lot. And what's crazy is the number 22 is there too. Which correlates with what? The timeline. Crazy stuff. Now, pay towards the tweet out. Remember, don't panic. This is a controlled crash. It will be abrupt, harsh, scary, real, and people who aren't awake will panic and probably riot in the streets. But this will not last forever. They will switch it to the QFS, right? As we see, whatever does take place, guys, remember, we don't need to panic. Why? Because we know it's upcoming. That's why, right? Now, the people who don't know what's upcoming with the financial system and whatnot, when it does take place, they'll probably be afraid and whatnot, right? As we see right there. But you guys know it won't last forever. Now, XRP Phoenix is out. Look at this, guys. Very interesting. A page from the 1988 magazine. As time passes, right here, the damage caused by current instability is gradually going to mount the new world economy. That a good should cost the same everywhere once prices are converted into a single currency. In all these ways, national economic boundaries are slowly dissolving. The absence of all currency risk would spur trade, investment, and employment. The Phoenix Zone would impose tight constraints on national governments. As a national monetary policy, the world Phoenix supply would be fixed by a new central bank. Interesting. New central bank, by the way, descended perhaps from the IMF. The IMF, hold on, guys. Remember, okay, so basically, we know that the Riddler did post XRP handing quote-unquote escrow, right? Handing XRP to a different entity. Could it be the IMF? We don't know. And remember, the IMF doesn't like Bitcoin as well, right? They are opposed to it. So guys, we see all the proof right there. We know it's not Bitcoin. So what is it then? It's XRP. It's all here, guys. Within narrow margins, each national inflation rate would be in its charge. It would have to borrow rather than print money to finance its budget deficit. They can go with the flow, or they could build barricades, right? Look at this. Preparing the way for the Phoenix. Preparing the way for the Phoenix. It's all about this Phoenix, guys. We know it is, right? What's on wheels is sweet out. I'll just leave this here for your XRP timelines. Look at this. Just watch, grab some popcorn, sit back, and remember this day when you look back and celebrate the 1st of May. Guess what is happening on the 1st of May? I'm pretty sure it's the 3rd, 4th, or 5th, one of those dates, early May, that there's probably going to be another interest hike as well. So who knows what's going to happen? Are we going to pump in May or dump? Perhaps it might be this from Mr. Blockhead. As we see from Dia the Moon, right? The different emojis and whatnot. Watch as April showers bring May flowers. Price comes before the announcement. Could it be, guys? Possibility of a huge pump incoming, which will be glorious, right, for all the XRP holders. Interesting, huh? Wow. Now, it's noticed we know a decode that has worked since December 24, 2021. 5, 8, and 9 month deltas from original pool posts, as we see right here. So we are basically around this area. April 27, nuclear warning perhaps. Look at this, guys. May 3rd, red hex code. Isn't this interesting, right? Which correlates perhaps with these tweets right there. And then you guys can see. Look at this, guys, from Gordon Gecko. The Titanic. 2227 passengers, and then at 2:20 a.m. 2227 is what? 13. And then 22 is what? 1322. Isn't that just mind-blowing stuff, guys? What? Now, if you go to this tweet, it connects from loops. I'll just leave this here. Tether 456 76. Look at these numbers, by the way. Titanic 456 76. So this is how we know Mr. Pool. By the way, Elon Musk, Titanic. Earlier, CZ, Titanic. Bitcoin. It all connects. This is why when they say Titanic, it actually means probably Tether. Because when Tether falls, it's it's game over, guys. And the fountain for today's video comes from Baba Cooks. Travelers travel east, as we see right here, as it looks up below. And another thing, the timeline, right? Where are we at? Right there, guys. Where there has been a lot of talks about the SEC case has in there, which correlates with.
So enjoy your day, everybody. I'm always here for you. Leave any comments or questions below, and be sure to subscribe. But thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you. Enjoy your day, and I always have your back. So thanks so much, everybody.